welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing the flawless face. And remember, flawless isn't necessarily flawless. So this is a look that I would do when I'm going out with my family to dinner, or on a date with my husband, or somewhere where I want to look super flawless. So I wouldn't wear this to work. I wouldn't wear it if I'm just going down to the shops. It's a special occasion flawless look. I don't think it's good to always put lots of foundation and lots of makeup on, because then it makes it less special. But that's just me. And I'm also going to film a everyday foundation routine, which I use tinted moisturizers for that. And it helps you have a really good tinted moisturizer, because then you don't feel like you've got lots of pores or imperfections showing. So that's just me. This is my take on the flawless face. So I know there's lots of other videos out there about a flawless face or how to achieve a flawless face, and this is what I do. So if you think that my face looks flawless and it would be something that you would want to do, then keep watching. So the foundation that I'm going to use to get the flawless look is the MAC Studio Sculpt. And I just bought this foundation and I think it's the best foundation that I've ever tried. I used to stay away from MAC because I felt like they made my face feel really thick, that I had lots of makeup on, but I don't really think that they feel like that anymore, and I think it's because of the application technique that I use. So I wouldn't recommend the Studio Sculpt for an oily face. It has quite a dewy finish, which I like. I'll also put in some cheaper alternatives or dupes for the MAC Studio Sculpt that I think work. It's a medium to full coverage foundation, but you could get it to full coverage if you apply a double layer, which I don't. So if you think that if you think this look would work for you and something that you want to try, keep watching.
I'm going to start off with the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer. This is just the original one. A dupe for this one could be Rimmel's Fix and Perfect, but I prefer their Laura Mercier. So I've applied a pea-sized amount to my fingers, and I'm just rubbing it all over my face as I would when I'm moisturizing, making sure that I'm getting every area of my face and basically everywhere I'm going to put my product and foundation. Once I'm done there, I'll go in with MAC's Studio Sculpt. This is in NW15 shade. A dupe for this one could be Revlon's Color Stay. I find this is a pretty good product for a drugstore brand. It has nice coverage but feels a bit cakey, so I'm going to use the MAC Studio Sculpt. I'm applying it to the back of my hand now, and I'm going to pick up a stippling brush. This is a Manicare Artiste brush. I'm just picking up the product on the brush and then applying it to my face. Then I'm going to use a stippling motion, as the brush's name suggests, and move the product around my face, making sure to use all of it and get into every single area of my face. So I go over my cheeks, on my chin, my forehead, and then into my hairline with the product. I don't care if I get it on my lips. I don't use it as a lipstick primer, but I'm not going to rub it off if I get it in there. Now I'm going to move the brush in a circular motion. This motion helps to give a airbrushed and flawless finish, and I make sure that I go over my whole face again, into my hairline, under my jawline, to get that look. You could also use a sponge to apply your foundation, but I find that this doesn't give you enough coverage. And then again, you can use a foundation brush, but I find a foundation brush gives you too much coverage, depending on the product that you're using. So I use the stippling brush when I'm using MAC. Now I'm going to use Benefit's Erase Paste. This isn't a necessary step, but I like this erase paste because it has a nice salmon undertone. So I apply a little bit with my finger and then pat that in. Don't look at my eyebrows. And then I'll go over again with a sponge, and I'll just smooth out the finish so it doesn't look creasy or too much like there's too much product. Once I've done that, I'm going in with MAC's Moisturecover Concealer, and this is in NW. I look like an Indian at the moment. Then I'm going to use a flat foundation brush and just pat the product over the top of the foundation and the erase paste. And I find that it helps to brighten my under eye area. I'll also go over my T-zone, nose and chin just to blend the product. Oops, I forgot my Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage. This is in shade number 2. A dupe for this one is the Sonia Kashuk Hidden Agenda, but it doesn't seem to match my skin tone, but I can imagine that it would match others. So I'm going to apply the product onto a concealer brush and then just mix it to get the right shade for me on the back of my hand. Then I'll go over any of my imperfections, like on my chin or above my eyebrow, where I have little marks. So I'll just pack the product on with the brush, as you can see, and then fill in any other spots that I have anywhere over my face. Then I'll use my finger to warm the product up. I find if this gets a bit cold, it's not as easy to smooth it onto your face. So I'll use my finger just to warm it. Now it's time for contouring. There's my little Hoola dance. I'm using Benefit's Hoola. I really like this because it has no shine to it. As you can see on my finger, there's no shimmer. Using a angle brush, only a little bit of product, just sweeping the product across my cheekbones. So if you want to be able to see your cheekbone, just make the fish face like I just did. And don't use too much product, otherwise it looks too harsh. Then I can quickly blend it around my face. Now it's time for blush. I'm using Benefit's Coralista. This is a really nice shimmery product. So just a little bit on a blush brush and on the apples of your cheeks. This product smells amazing. Once I've done the apples, I will do a quick swipe over my cheekbones and then go in with a highlighter. The highlighter that I'm going to use is Benefit's Girl Meets Pearl. I love it. Just a small amount on my temples and my cheekbones. It gives a nice angelic glow. Once I'm done there, I will quickly do my eyebrows and my mascara, and then we're almost finished. Finally, I will set with the Ultra Radiant Spray by Benefit. NYX has a good one too. I'll pop that in the link below. Now that I've set everything, I'm all finished. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.